Remember, Almeida set to move up to second place. Pidcock, though, hoping to try and gain time on him. Whatever happens here, Pidcock is already today on the way to the podium. Now then, out the saddle, big attack, plenty of watts, and slowly, but surely, the gap did open up. Jonas Vingegaard on the limit. And that could be the biggest thing we've learned today.
Well, this is a real interesting one for going forward. Tom Pidcock, the way he's putting everybody under pressure in the general classification standings, and more so Vingegaard. It's not often we see that, and now they're starting to ride together, because this is what Pidcock needs. Because we can see the group behind, there's a number of riders there, and if they work together, well then to hold on to this advantage is going to be difficult. So the two need to pull well together.
.4k to go. Of course, 3 kilometers to go really until the times are taken. It's a handful of meters here, maybe 100, 150. Confirmation that it was Almeida who was third across, so it takes 2 bonus seconds. No bonus seconds there for Hindley, who was so close. Vingegaard is riding with Pidcock because he knows it's an opportunity to put time into everyone too.
Yes, well, it's in both their interest to ride here. They have the gap, and they know they have put him on the limit here on the climb, so keep the pressure on here. And we can see there's a group coming up, and it'll depend on how well they pull together, and if they can get organised, they might be able to get back here. But these two are certainly keeping it on full gas and just get to the finish here. And it will be an interesting one if they just gain some time. And yeah, Pidcock, this will give him, I think, a major boost going forward in this race. We've seen that the way he can get up these climbs, and the problems he's caused for some of the big GC contenders.
These are the images at the finish line, ones that we have told you about. There's the protest. The Chinese the Basque police force have been brought in, and it looks as though, again, the official communication we've had, despite a bit of speculation at the finish that there was no final decision, it looks like we can't have a stage finish there for the safety of everybody. And although I realise it's disappointing for riders, for spectacle, as I said before, there are things bigger than cycling, but immediately the safety of the riders here is the concern of the organisers, isn't it? There's no
well, we can see why the organisers made the decision, have the times taking at 3 kilometres out, because there's no way you could finish a bike race here with the rate to be going. And as we said, the dangers, the safety of the riders, that's what the organisers, I think, made the decision on here.
Vingegaard on a descent again in the Basque Country, and that's taken courage, determination and grit to get back on one of those for him. A warrior, a superstar, and the way he's fought as well with Pidcock here. Pidcock looked good on the climb. Vingegaard, as the great champion, is standing toe-to-toe. Now then, Felix Gall is back. Got back in at the bottom, much better on the final climb, and that's much better news for him. Train had been dropped, so Gall doesn't look like he's ceding too much time either. There was a gap. It's 10 seconds right now between these two and Almeida. Of course, Pidcock having a 4-second buffer in terms of the bonuses on Almeida as well. 500 metres we imagine now until the time is taken. A reminder, no stage winner today at the Vuelta A Espana. But there will be times taken somewhere up the road here. And interesting to see how this is improvised by the organisers. There we go, 3 kilometres to go. That should be the point where the times are taken. I'm not sure how much the riders now know. Being asked to slow down here. And riders coming across. Again, we're going to have to wait for some official results after. But we were told that that's that. And here we go. There we go. Job done for the top two. They're being asked to slow down now and being told that they will be probably redirected to the buses or another area. Down the tunnel for now. It may well be a neutralised ride into wherever they can, but you can imagine there's some contingency plan in place. Of course, for everybody watching, in terms of getting the seconds, we're going to have to wait until those results come out. But it looked around 10 seconds on the road, didn't it?
Yes, I think around the 10 seconds. And we could see the riders, you know, they were aware that the 3 kilometre point was the place where the times were going to be taken for the general classification. And we could see the organisers there just slowing the riders down. And, yeah, it's going to be a time game by Tom Pidcock here. And yeah, there'll be some of the riders as well. Pidcock, of course, you know, in this situation, who went to the finish, the stage would be there to fight for, to have the sprint against Vingegaard. So there'll be a lot of the riders will be a little bit disappointed with this outcome at the end of the day.